Hi everyone. I'm so glad to be able to be with you out there at the launch of Goddess 2.0, even if it's just by video. All of you authors and Karen Tate who put the anthology together, I'm so glad to see you. And I thought, because you're probably going to be talking about the other articles, I'd tell you a little bit about the amazing process that went into writing mine. I knew that I was going to be writing about divination because I was finishing up my book, The World is Your Oracle, which is a compilation of 40 different divination techniques, some of them, 1/3 of them in fact, visual, 1/3 auditory, 1/3 kinesthetic, and they're a wide variety of indigenous, ancient, and modern techniques. And my daughter did the illustrations for this book, so while I'm talking to you, I'd like to show you some of her beautiful images. So I knew I was going to write about divination, but I had no idea that I was going to be writing about divination by using a divination process, which is exactly what happened. On my way back from the Upper Peninsula, which is a long way from Madison, Wisconsin, it's in Michigan, I started to think about how to shape this article. And as we were driving, I said, oh, someone's been writing in the sky again. And that made me realize that what I was going to do is look for signs, literally road signs, about how to shape this article. And although these were visual cues, I'm auditory in my divinatory proclivity, so it was something that I subvocalized and heard in my head. What I realized from this process and from every time I do a divination is that if I listen, the goddess will guide me. And if I listen to the goddess, I'll find her everywhere, which was the reason that I called this article Goddess at the Center, Goddess Everywhere. So you can tell from this statement that my approach is both sensory and relational. For me, a divination is a conversation with the goddess. For someone who's visual, it's a vision from the goddess. For someone who's kinesthetic, it's an experience of the goddess. So as a link in the web of life, each one of us has access to the goddess's wisdom at any moment in our lives. And that's more important today than it has been in the past, because we are bombarded with advertising messages, political statements, expertise of every kind, and sometimes it's hard to hear the whisperings of intuition, which is what Steve Jobs called these creative insights that come out of the blue. Recently, science has shown us that by using brain imaging technique, that divination facilitates these aha moments because it floods the back of the brain with alpha waves, and then all of a sudden we have a new idea. And I write about this in my book as well because this is very new information. So divination is not just tapping into our inner wisdom, which connects us to the goddess, but also a way to become more creative in our lives. So if you'd like to learn more about this, all you have to do is pre-order my book, The World is Your Oracle, which Fair Winds Press is putting out in April. You can pre-order it on Amazon, and there you'll find out how to craft your questions, how to delve into your inner knowing, and how to interpret the results. Divination is something that empowers all of us because we tap into the goddess's wisdom. So I wanted to just end this short little talk with a Native American proverb, which I think says it all. Listen to the wind, it talks. Listen to the silence, it speaks. And listen to your heart, it knows. So have a great party, everyone. This is Nancy Vedder Shults from Madison, Wisconsin. Bye-bye now.